everybody, welcome to our channel. Today we're going to talk about SAT subject test literature. We're going to learn about the why, the what and the how of subject test literature. Now, why should we take the SAT subject test literature? The first point is that it helps to enhance our college applications. So we need to give subject test literature or any other subject test in order to enhance our college applications. Secondly, schools require your score. So the SAT subject test is a school requirement. Second, it also helps you to highlight your strengths. So in terms of literature, your reading and interpreting skills are both highlighted. Again, it helps you to showcase your interest. So what is your interest? How good are you in the subject will be highlighted through the score that you get here. You must remember that the SAT literature test or any other subject test is available or offered 5 times a year, in October, in November, in December, May and June. Now let's talk about what the test is all about. What is this test about? The total time in the test or of the test is 60 minutes. You will have to answer a total of 60 questions in 60 minutes. Now, in the test, you will find 6 to 8 passages from literature. Each passage will have 6 to 12 questions. These questions are the multiple choice questions. Now, I have broken down the test under the 4 types. So I am giving you a general breakdown of the test in order to make it simple. First, we are tested on different types of literature. So, we are tested in British literature, American literature, and others. British literature is literature from produced in England. Mostly, you may find 3 to 4 passages of this type. Then, American literature, again produced by American authors. You will find 3 to 4 passages from this section as well. There are others. Others include world literature written in English. You will find 0 to 1 passages or excerpts from such sections. You must remember that literature has been produced throughout the ages. So there are different time periods that literature has been divided into. We are not tested in all the time periods, but we will be tested mostly in the pre-18th century period. You will get 2 to 3 passages from this section. Then, followed by the 18th century and 19th century literary period, you will again find 2 to 3 passages from this section. Followed by the 20th century and the 21st century. You may find 2 to 3 passages from this section. Now, here it examines the way literature uses the English language. And so, passages are not taken from any other time period not earlier than the Renaissance period. Then you will not find any question from the medieval or Old English period. So no Chaucer, no Canterbury Tales, no Beowulf. The other thing that you need to remember is that you will never find any translation. No translated works are included in the test. Thirdly, we are tested from different literary genres. So we will find questions from poetry, from prose, and others, mostly drama. So you may find 3 to 4 sections of poetry, and prose, again 3 to 4 sections of prose, followed by maybe none to 1 section from drama. Poetry, mostly, there are different types of poetry, right? For example, an epic or a lyric or a long narrative poem, open-ended, close-ended forms of poetry, and many, many more. Prose, on the other hand, could be fiction or non-fiction. Fiction could include excerpts from novels or short stories or novellas. Non-fiction could include essays or biography or an autobiography, excerpts from diaries, journals, etc. Drama could be, there are different forms of drama such as tragedy or comedy, etc. So broadly speaking, these are the areas that you need to focus on. Now, how do we prepare for the test? It's pretty simple actually, but a lot of hard work is required, of course. One has to study and have a basic knowledge of literary devices and terms used in the text, such as stanza or tone, attitude, simile, metaphor, anaphora, etc. Next, you should have clear literary concepts, or you need to have an understanding of literary concepts such as meaning, form, diction, etc. Then you should have a critical mind. So a critical reading of certain texts are important. So critical reading of texts or select English and American text is important. And thus, these are the things that you need to know in order to work on such a test. You should read texts which are canonical or rather classical literature. You need to understand how the test works, and so you need to take a certain amount of tests in order to be able to work on the test and the questions involved. And for today, that is all about subject test literature. Thank you.